Hey everyone, today we are back in the weekly pack. Feel free to pause, take a look around if you want. This weekly pack is very interesting. It's dominated by the roll synergy, the roll meta, ostrich, hamster, but you also have some other fun stuff like with owl and Jersey Devil. And you see here I'm opening up the pack on the very first turn before buying any pets because yeah, I've had a good amount of videos so far already on the weekly pack, so I'm definitely trying to go for more specific builds in these runs. The build that we settle on today is kind of a remake slash a different version of a team that I had a ton of fun with. It was about 5-6 months ago. It was recommended by Crip. Shout out Crip, recommends a lot of different teams. Most of them I'd say I'm too intimidated to do, but this one was a get ready for it. It's a blobfish, elephant, sabertooth, alpaca team spirit team. That's what I did 5-6 months ago in the custom pack. It kind of started my whole battle stats run, I believe, or kind of series that I've been doing. And yeah, I've had a ton of fun with it. So in this pack, obviously we have the elephant sabertooth combo. There is also flying fish. So flying fish kind of takes the spot of alpaca, and we're just going to go hard with that combo. The goal is to get the biggest mammoths possible, stat-wise, and then also to get a flying fish to make them, level 2 or level 3. It gets a little tricky with the elephant combo because in order to get the most stats on the sabertooth, usually you want to throw a mushroom on the elephant. It kind of guarantees another trigger, and if you have a level 3 elephant, that's 3 more times that it will be hurt, which is a ton of stats. So we reached that point where it kind of gets awkward with the flying fish, but it's all good. It's all good. Obviously, this is the main run, so we get something cooking here. That's good enough. And yeah, as I do crazy things with my team order, I don't know what my thought process is here. I'm herding the pet with the elephant. I guess it works out. Yeah, we're here in the live gameplay, so we get to see some turns are really fast, some are really slow. Usually looking for puppies around this turn, so just get a lasagna cooking. And it's funny, I get to this point sometimes in games, I usually build a frog to frog swap, but if we're going to be keeping elephant, we're putting all these stats on the elephant. It gets kind of awkward, so I'm like, alright, well, I should have another pet that I'm setting up to frog swap off of, and I guess I'm choosing that to be puppy. Don't know if it's going to be utilized. Sometimes you set up for a frog swap and you don't even need it. And the horse is such good tempo in this weekly. It's just, I found myself sometimes turn 3, 4, 5 buying a horse just because, you got a couple summon units, and it can pretty much guarantee a victory. So yeah, taking salads, like I said, we can build stats on a puppy and maybe frog swap off it. And you see me doing my free shenanigans. Yeah, I think lettuce and Brussels sprouts are the only 2 foods that I'd really be concerned with. Surprised I froze the Brussels sprouts when I can freeze that throughout the game. It's the only time I can really throw lettuce on this elephant right now. And again, questionable team order, but we get away with it. Yeah, look, I'm questioning it there. I'm like, why am I doing this? It's like, yeah, there you go. Just move the elephant behind. Potential level up, that's great. Yeah, I'll probably just rip it now. Lately, especially just in normal arena runs, I don't get too greedy with level ups. I used to get very greedy and like save them for the next turn. Now, let's say in the pack, right, let's say there's not great tier 4s, and then tier 5 there's like monkey and husky and, some crazy scalers and whatnot, or a unit that I'm looking to scale, like a shout out the rooster that I use way too much now. But yeah, then I'll greed for the level ups, but otherwise just take it, keep the game moving. And I'd be so shocked if I roll here. I didn't realize I had the 3 gold. Okay, there we go. Oh, come on, Metabrusque. Make up your mind. And look at that. What a great roll. We were instantly rewarded. And that's why you roll sometimes. A lot of times I'll try to be efficient with gold, buy something when I have 3 gold left. But getting another puppy would be nice. Get an elephant, getting that turtle level up. I guess we could frog swap onto the unicorn. It's an option. Because I can't frog swap onto a tier 5. And yeah, I don't know necessarily if I had a full plan for this elephant. So I'm trying to look at the pack right now, see what else could be used with elephant. There's Sabertooth, so I think I'm determining like that's the only thing I can really get cooking with this elephant at this point. I knew I didn't want to go elephant blowfish. It's been hammered to the ground, right? It's very strong. So if you want to play it, have fun with it. But you probably don't need to watch a video on it. And I guess while we're at this little slow period here where I'm trying to figure out what to do, shout out to the Jersey Devil again. I never thought I'd be saying those words again. But yeah, the Jersey Devil can absolutely pop off this week if you use the owl to build up your level 3 cells. Previous video I got an ultimate high roll on the Jersey Devil. Jersey Devil Hydra team, it just smashed through the opponents. So check out the bonus clips if you like that. I have a very similar run, but I do it in a very minimalistic way. And the pivots and getting there is insane. Basically bringing in a base stats Hydra, almost getting it to 50-50 just from Jersey Devils. It's insane. It's insane. So check out that bonus clip as well as a super meta high roll roll squad. So I get the ostrich hamster and we almost get the team. I think the team pretty much gets to 50-50 by the end of it. So I was very satisfied with that run, and it was, you know, my blind weekly. I had the roll scaling going, so figured I'd toss those in the bonus clips. People can enjoy them if they wish. Otherwise, let's stay focused on the task at hand. Banana Pill is there. I think I'm determining that I don't really need this frog anymore. You see I have it in the back. A lot of times I'll move the frog to the front or back of the team if I'm not interested in selling it, just so if I happen to sell it quickly without thinking, I won't accidentally swap stats. And we got some scaling from that flea. That was nice, but we're destroying our whole team. Yeah, that's not good. Down to 2 hearts, only 3 trophies, turn 9. This game is going to go long. Turn 9, we see our first flying fish, I believe. And that must have been what I was holding this frog out for. Yeah, trying to determine what. I don't think it's worth keeping the gibbon for 2 more turns. So yeah, gonna go ahead and swap this over. Very, very late to take a flying fish. Especially considering we don't really have much scaling, but bring in a visitor just to get the scaling rolling. And we level up into Sabertooth. So it's just too perfect. The 3 squad synergy that we want, we now have cooking. And then we have visitor unicorn to attempt to get more scaling on the elephant. Carrot's sitting there, it's turn 9. So if you're going to buy a carrot, do it on turn 9 or 10. Otherwise, don't bother, I'd say. I'd say with the carrot, as long as you're going to get 3 or more turns of that scaling, then it's worth it. Then it's kind of like buying a chicken leg. It's just a chicken leg over time. And there you go. The mammoth immediately smashes through their backline. And I was like, all right, I think this could work. I think this could work good. Could use some stats on our Sabertooth just to make sure we don't kill it and start hurting our mammoth. And yeah, just level ups. That's all I care about is level ups on the middle 3. The outside 2 are just there to help us along the way. An elephant blowfish versus elephant Sabertooth. Who wins? Well, you're not going to win if you just kill your team, but the mammoth passed the stats back up to the elephant, and we were able to scrape out the 1 HP win on that round. Hydra's just strong, so I'm like, oh, Hydra's strong, I should take Hydra. And then I figure, well, That could kind of ruin this whole synergy. The mammoths with the Hydra could be great as well. Alright, throwing some pancakes. Flying Fish has a ton of health from that frog swap, so it's probably okay to not put protective equipment or mushroom. And like I said, we want a mushroom for the elephant. And this visitor unicorn setup is kind of acting like a monkey for us, right? 2231 mammoth. That's pretty big. I think in the blobfish, elephant, sabertooth, alpaca team spirit run I had, the elephant wasn't doing crazy damage to the sabertooth, so the mammoths weren't getting too massive, right? This run, they're getting a lot bigger. The other run was more like, I think it was level 3 sabertooth with alpaca, so we were getting like 3 level 3 mammoths. Decided to go separate flying fish. Probably just the gold efficiency. Absorb some snipes. And these weakness really hurt. The weakness just crushes the soul. That's okay though. That's okay. Hopefully we can get a level up here, either on Sabertooth or Flying Fish. There it is. And another Sabertooth. Am I going to go dubs? No, we're going to stack. And Bakunawa. So the Sleepy Ailment. Sleepy Ailment comes in clutch with teams like this where you're trying to get multiple attacks with your front unit. If they have a big unit up front, you'll make them sleepy, they'll do half damage, and hopefully you can get multiple attacks. So we're actually going to see here a massive mammoth. This might be the biggest mammoth we get. 3245 after the Flying Fish buff. 3245 level 3 mammoths on turn 14. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. So now we got Bakunawa going. And yeah, we're pretty close to fainting our Sabertooth again, so I decided to throw Celery. Considering the ailments as well, it'll just help us try to get those maximum triggers, maximum stats. They cleanse the Sleepy, and then they give us ailments. We survive it, and we get 2230 level 3 mammoths, and they crush through the enemy team. So once this started working, I was like, yep, we've done it. We've absolutely done it. This is exactly what I thought and more. The Bird of Paradise here is a nice little scaler. Decided to just throw the taco. Freeze the Bakunawa for either a last second pivot or to push level 3, because the more sleepies we get, the better, I believe. And there you go. The Flying Fish used the trigger there. 2636 mammoth, I believe. Pretty big. And we only get one level 3 because we used the trigger with the mushroom, but I'm fine with that at this point. 2 Bakus. If I got a chocolate there, I would have sold and stacked, but looks like we're going to take a bop trigger and then just do a little swap out most likely. There's Manticore. Let's see if I freeze it. I don't freeze it. And 9 trophies, 1 heart remaining. Could have taken Manticore there. Potentially would have been better. Probably not though, looking at they don't have a lot of attack. Very scary. Very scary. But we get through it. And the Sleepy actually really did help us in the end. So this team was amazing. I had so much fun running it. Let's hop into the bonus. This is another insane Jersey Devil run. And yeah, I know what you might be thinking. Well, your previous one was pretty crazy, but we filled the team with Jersey Devils and Hydras. And when you're watching this, you might be thinking, hey, this is going along the same route. We're doing the same thing. It's just a bunch of Jersey Devils and Hydras. Let's slow our roll a little bit. Slow our roll. We do something fun in the end. And we basically prove, kind of like the Leviathan Wakes, Leviathan Starfish Team Spirit, where you can just keep selling off 50/50s on that team and it just scales whatever you bring in back up very, very fast. kind of like that run, we start selling everything on our team, and yeah, it's just an absolute mockery. So you hear the music coming in. With all that being said, if you hung around this long, I really do appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. As always, have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one.